Welcome back to a new video, guys. We are going to be going and throwing the bottom in, starting the assembly of this whole block. It's kind of like this, if you remember from our last video, but it's a whole progression of the build. So stay tuned. We're going to be bringing you this 6.0 in a build. Thanks for coming back and watching another video of ours today, guys. Hit that subscribe button and throw this video a thumbs up if you don't mind. But we are going to be starting the assembly of this 6.0 today. Still kind of looks the same as the last video because it is. I mean, we're just going to be throwing the bottom in today and then going from there as the cam and everything else comes in because we're still waiting on the paint. So what we're about to do is throw these bottom main bearings in, put the plastic gauge on it, lube everything up. If
no lube.
Huh?
No lube.
Oh, no lube at all? Oh my.
No lube, dry.
Oh boy.
No, we're not rotating.
We're not even spitting on it?
Nope, no spit, nothing.
Oh boy, this is gonna be rough. So Jason got these nice King bearings. They're aviation standard apparently too.
What the hell? Oh yeah, LS Swapped planes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So we're gonna be putting these in, putting the plastic gauge on there, going and torquing these downs, and then getting the crank and the pistons in here today. So Tony's about to lay these bearings out, get the plastic gauge cut.
And like, don't mean to interrupt. You know. As you guys have seen in the past, we've never used plastic gauge. And why is because when we take apart a standard spec block and we get standardized bearings, it's not too big of a deal. But just because this isn't ours, we're gonna, experiment with it, see what's up with it. It's, really straightforward just to make sure everything's in spec. And just for that, assurance for, Jason. So yeah, are you ready?
All right, so as you can see right now, you can't even see the plastic gauge.
Maybe if I,
yeah, there you go. So new bearings are in, plastic gauge is set across. Me and Tony are about to drop this crank in, and then basically, what are you doing with that? Basically what you do with this plastic gauge is you go and torque it down, then take the front.
Why I put this back in here?
Yeah, then you take the main caps back off, the crank back out, and then you measure
the squish factor.
All of those, and then it just goes off of this right here.
So how much it squishes and flattens it out, then you hold it and see which one it matches.
Yeah, so basically for this, don't take them words because this is the specs for an LQ4. We're looking for that 0.002 factor right there, which means all of these are good, which shows that the crank has oil.
Yeah,
the proper oil.
The bearings to the correct size.
Yeah, so it doesn't lose oil pressure or anything like that. So, pitter patter, let's get at her. Tony started wiping stuff down, but as you can see, that little smudge right there, let's block some light off so you can hopefully, that little smudge right there, see the plastic gauge, went through all of these basically, and it's showing up within spec. So we good, boy?
Dude, that was kind of cool. I mean, it's just proving what we already know.
Is that it's the right stuff and that everything's going to work out. Yeah. So it's time to, because we didn't really show them to get this. You have to put the crank down and then, torque it all down.
We don't have a hired cameraman. It's just...
Yeah, that's just following us around.
If anyone wants to get us a tripod set up, free.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is put the cam back in here and torque her all down.
Cam in here? What?
The crank, boy, and then torque it all down, and then should be bueno. Hasta la vista, baby. All right, guys. So you saw the plastic gauge. Putting an assembly lube on all of these. Tony's still gotta hone this one out. I'll kind of give you like a little a little shoddy shot of him honing it out. Like I said, like if you check out our other video, you know the dingleberry's like a lot better hone than just a normal stone hone. Dude, that's actually a pretty cool view from right here. Oh yeah, and that cleaned up very nicely. So we got assembly lube in. We're gonna throw assembly lube on the crank. Everything's kind of here and there. And then we're gonna get that in here, torque down. So Alibaba.
All right, guys, we are back. Had to run and go grab something we haven't used before, which is an angle gauge.
What the heck?
Pretty, you know, nice instrument.
Pretty tool. Let me just check the tool in this little area.
Got everything lubed up.
Because that might have pulled all these down when we just torqued those.
Oh yeah. Make sure that they're still at 15. So we want 15 foot-pounds of torque through all of them. And then you go back through, and the inners are 80 degrees and the insides outers are 51. Usually we just kind of gauge on our own stuff with this torque wrench, just because 80 is so close to 90 degrees and
51 is close to 45.
Yeah, it's close to 45. But you know, just for the peace of mind, and we're really wanting to just use like some legit tooling. Isn't that right?
Yeah, look professional, man.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Kind of weird to figure out how to use it. This rod you're supposed to put up against something, but it wasn't liking it, so one of us just held it, and the other one turned it. Looks like I might have to set the camera down and grab it, so we'll be back, guys. Need 2 hands on deck.
Guys, it's been a second since we've been back. We have the motor on the ground right now. It's a mess. We have 20 million different things going on. Isn't it fun, dude?
Yeah, I got a boo-boo.
Yeah, I don't know who caused them to get that. But cam bearings are in, but we're moving on to the oiling upgrade, which is this little barbell. Just got oiled up, and then it just sticks in right there.
Yeah, we're going to do it while this is off the stand, because we got to get the last cam bearing in.
Yeah, so we're going to get the front, the rear main, and everything.
Comes in a cute little plastic container. Shout out to Michigan Motorsports.
Yeah, making
and a Ziploc bag. Nicely
2
packaged.
double sealed. Yeah. But this is going to upgrade the oiling on this motor a lot, other than the stock.
From a plastic barbell to a...
Yeah, so where it actually sends more oil through the filter.
Jason, a little bit of my blood for the secret sauce.
Oh, no. So basically, just to get a quick update on everything that this motor's gone through, Tony got the whole thing painted. It's looking nice. We put out a couple full pictures on our Instagram already of what the motor looks like, fully decked out, because we're waiting on like the little things. Tony's about to go and shove her in though.
Yeah, so I guess you just
push her in.
Up.
Might just need a little tappy tap. Oh boy, dude, it's that easy. Boy, oh boy.
Well, kind of feels.
It's supposed to be tight because it's like.
Now I'm like scared I left something in there.
Nah. It's for 5 micron. Did you pull the whole thing out when you pulled it out?
Yeah, at least I thought. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Oh, dope. Too
And
easy
it's
to
just
install.
flush?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's that.
Oh.
And then when you, I guess if you want to take it out in the future as threads.
Yeah, so you just go and pop it out and put it in reverse. So that's.
Pop it out, put it in reverse.
We're going to get this motor back up on the stand. Cam bearings are in, so the next things are the rods and pistons.
And now while you're doing the rods and pistons, I'm gonna get these heads. Try out. We got a Bluegrass Performance spring tool, so I'm gonna figure that out.
Get to that. We might clean up a little bit first. I don't know. Probably not. We kind of really just want to get this motor done 2 days. So yeah, we're just gonna knock everything out and then clean up afterwards. How about that?
That's how we do it.
Alibaba. All right, before we throw this back on the stand, we're throwing the rear cover on, getting the rear main seal installed up. So went and have a new gasket. The rear main seal is punched out right now because we are going to be using the Michigan Motorsports rear cover alignment tool. It's stupid easy to use. You can just put it in there
And what that does is mimic, well, it fills in the space. So when you tighten all these up, it keeps it circle. So then you can just punch in your gasket when everything's tightened up and it'll be even.
Yeah, so now we're on to
straightforward and a need to have tool.
Yeah.
A lot of people like us thought we could get away with not having it. They hooked us up with one.
Here, you want to do this because I'm recording right now. But yeah, so it basically, the purpose of having a cover alignment tool is it has everything lined up. It goes and makes it so future leaks don't happen, especially with this rear seal, rear main seal. You don't want anything bad to happen. So there's one. So we're gonna just keep going along, torquing these. Put blue Loctite on them, torquing them down to 20 foot-pounds, and we'll be back after that, and we'll show you how you can use this same tool that we got from Michigan Motorsports to install the rear main seal. It's about to be going.
Do you want to just use that?
Yeah, we can. Okay. So Tony's about to. There we go. Install this rear main seal. We just flip this cover alignment tool over and use it like that. And then just slight taps all around, and it goes in pretty well. See? Boom. Too easy.
New rear main.
Sealed up. Perfect. Won't do any leaks.
Everything's torqued down. As you see, we left that in primer. It's the back of the motor. Bell housing bolts up, so don't make fun of us.
Yeah. So, putting this back on the stand now, getting rods and pistons in. Tony's going to work on heads. Let's go. All right, guys. So in the past, 30 minutes, I mean, I've been busting my ass, getting some stuff done.
I turned it over.
Tony's been working hard too, but
where's that hammer?
Oh, it should be over here somewhere. But I got 7 pistons in. We're gonna wait until both of us can work together to show you guys how we did all 7 of those and get this on this last one. Tony's actually over here working on the heads right now, on this little tool cart. So he's got some of these other ones in. The springs that are going in here are these Texas Speed dual valve springs, a 660 lift. So if you want, Jason wants to upgrade his cam in the future, he'll definitely be good for that. And then I don't know where Tony's been throwing these old springs. Have you just been getting mad and throwing them all over?
And they're on the ground. I'm about to have 2 of them come out right now.
Yeah, so basically how this tool works, you just put both of these down in the rocker stand, and then it just goes out, and it's too simple. It's hard to explain it because it's too easy. Thanks to those guys right there for sending that. Great tool, great people to work with, amazing.
And it is made by Bluegrass Performance.
Bluegrass Performance. But Michigan Motorsports, best shipping on anything around. Always will say that because it's always going to be true. Is it not?
It's almost as good as Amazon.
Maybe better than Amazon, actually. But they're actually going to be hooking me up with a better baseline tune for the Trailblazer because it's got some hiccups. It's not good enough to go down a track right now, just being blatantly honest. So they're going to be hooking us up with one of those. But coming back to these valve springs, so Tony's just cleaning these off, and then he has to go and push those down to take these valve seals out. After he takes the valve seals out, he just puts the new ones on that are in a bag right here that are specifically made for these 660 springs. Then the springs go on, and it's just to reverse the process. You guys kind of saw that and been rambling on for a second, so we'll come back to you when we show you how to put that last piston in. Words?
Word.
Tony got all of these valve springs done. Dude, how do you feel about that?
Dude, my back feels great. I feel great. Life's great.
All right, so now we're finishing the pistons. I already have one kind of prep right here on my horrible stand. Don't worry, it's been cleaned. But basically prepping that, making sure it was all clean, and then put the...
Did you swipe this out?
Yeah, I did.
Brake cleaner?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then making sure all like the bearing surfaces are clean. 2, just brake clean those out with a towel. And Tony's just wiping dog hair out. Oh, I put oil in there. All right, that's my bad. But that's ready to get punched in. So the dot just faces forward towards number 1.
And same with the dot on the rod if you end up dismantling them.
Yeah. So, oh, dude, that was a weird angle. I had it like this. But it's gonna throw some people off. They're gonna be switching their phones around and stuff.
Yeah, my dad's gonna get mad.
So Tony's about to go that in, pick a tool from the floor. He's gonna hit it in. I'm gonna get the bearing ready for this other side because personally I don't like to put bearings in on while you're hitting it in because then they just
lubing up all the ring glands and piston rings, right?
Yeah, and the oil. There's oil in the cylinder too. I don't know.
Sure, lube that up. Though.
Yeah. And then there's oil in there too. And then Tony's just gonna hit, and then you're gonna hear these pops. And he's just gonna turn that around and use the wooden part of that.
Tool, because I can still see.
It got loose a little bit.
Yeah. Just in case.
If it doesn't move, it should be good.
Okay. We lined up down there.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm scared.
Actually, wait. Rotate it a little bit to this way. There you go. So just hitting it through, nice and easy. I'm just holding up this side. I was doing both things, but I got a camera right now. And then when that's done and off, that whole thing will just fall because the piston will be in. You're taking your time over there.
Sounds like it's.
Give it a few good whacks and it'll just go.
Are you sure?
Yeah. There you go. It's in, seated. If Tony wants to take the camera now, I can get this lubed up, get this going good. Oh, I have a bearing right here. So, I need some lube. Dude, get some lubed up. Oh boy. Dude, you got any words, thoughts, prayers about this?
You put blue on all these bolts.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. The rod cap's still over there, so.
And blue Loctite, just like hopefully a lot of you know, is temporary. Or it's not.
Can
permanent.
you push that in a little bit over there on that other side?
Tell me when.
Go a little bit more there.
So it can be undone, unlike red Loctite, where it's more of a pain in the butt.
Dude, you're sounding like me monotone right now.
Dude, you gotta have the learning voice.
The learning voice?
Yeah.
What's the learning voice? Oh, come on. Oh, I'm having a lot of trouble with this right now. There we go. All right, you want to push it the rest of the way in? Get that lined up on the crank then.
Tell me when.
Just keep going.
Ow!
Oh, you hit yourself again?
Yeah.
Keep going. There's good. Dope. So right there.
Never use anything other than a wooden or rubber object.
Yeah, otherwise everything is going to go bad.
Yeah.
And break. Because these control the boom booms.
And we did, just like you guys have seen throughout the video, we plastic gauged all of these, plastic gauged the mains. Everything checked out. It is standard sizes.
Yeah, and the torques on these, it's weird because it's at that angle again. It's an angle torque after you have a pound torque, which I still hate doing. But we're going to get that done after this. And then it'll be good, and then we can move on to getting the cam in. The money shot, man.
Yeah.
No, dude, I almost put that on the bearing.
Oh, God.
That was a little too much on that one.
Oh, the caps are going to be glued together.
Dude, no, it's going to be fine. And then see how it lines up perfectly right there. Is Gucci, Gucci, Gucci.
You might have put in too much. Hopefully it doesn't like seep into the
Nah, it won't.
journal or anything. Like when it squirts out.
It won't, because it'll just come out this side because they're open-ended caps.
Right.
So it'll just bring it down the thread. Or it'll just go into the keeper on these.
You remember when we were super scared that like there had to be like clearances or something, but these just float around no matter what.
Yeah.
That's why they're machine surfaces because they.
So then take the torque wrench, do a little tighten on these.
What do they all go to right now? Like 20?
Well, the lowest that this goes is 20, and then it's going to go to 60 degrees after this.
What is it supposed to go to at first? 18?
15.
15.
Yeah.
So you're
That's
gonna
why
be over tighter now.
That's why it's going to 60 and not 75.
Oh.
So rough redneck math.
All right, sweet.
So we're gonna spin this over and do the angle on all of these, and then go from there, and then we should be good. Dude, we've been recording for 6 minutes. One piston took 6 minutes. Might have to speed up some of these, but oh well. All right, so we got the Texas Speed camshaft. Tony's taking a picture for Instagram right now. Yeah. Oh, dude.
Ooh, gotta get them angles.
Dude, we'll see how he gets them angles. Oh.
Oh.
It's a photo shoot. But we got here a TSP 228R. This thing.
Wait.
We can't show them the cam card
Gloves.
because that's magic. Yeah, so this cam is a little bit more aggressive than 224R. Got a little bit more chop. It only gets like 5 more horsepower than the 224R. But, dude, that sound. It just goes wub, 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 wub.
Don't do that ever again.
Oh. So, Tony's about to get this. We're about to lube it up. Do you want to flip the motor over real quick before we throw it in or not? Or we'll see. Oh, I'm just hitting things. So, yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah, just to make it higher up so we're not freaking leaning over.
All right, give us a second. Gloves on and pull that cam out. Dude, what was that? So, we about to lube this thing up. Oh, yeah, let's see that. Oh, boy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we about to get the money shot of the lubes. Oh, dude, so thick and so. Dude, I've never had a brand new cam before.
Yeah, huh?
Oh yeah, but it was
not
not a legit big boy cam.
It was a GM spec.
Yeah, LS9 cam. That's the only
God.
brand new
Hold
cam.
on my glove.
Oh, is there really?
Yep, it just ripped it.
Dude, that's nice. That's really nice. Oh boy, God.
So isn't there like there's a Gen, well, a Gen 3 cam work in a Gen 4?
Yeah.
I noticed the timing marks.
Yeah.
So it really just depends on.
It really just depends on some things, you know. Here, wait. Let's get some more lube on it, just to be safe.
Yeah, one more pass through. I'm gonna leave that one on there, then we can rotate it.
Yeah. So Tony's getting that in. Oh boy, it's time to make TikToks too.
Why are you saying things like this? You know it's a lot of ways to use guys, so. Oh, you're pretty strong. Not me too.
All right, the cam gear and the chain's on. This is at number 1, so we set the timing. It's all good. We're about to put these LS7 lifters in real quick, and then I think we have some dinner reservations, don't we, dude?
Yeah, why are these not pre-oiled? Oh, they are.
Oh, I was about to say. They better be pre-oiled. So I'm just taking these bolts out real quick. These should be 10 mil. They are 10 mil. Yay, dude. Tony's just pre-installing the lifters in the lifter trays, so when they drop down, too easy. They'll be lined up properly. There you go.
It feels weird in these trays.
Yeah, it probably does. Dude, we're doing big things. We've came a far way. We're trying to have a short block done by the end of the night. It's like 4:30, but like we said, we got dinner reservations we gotta go to. Where are we going, dude?
Hooters.
Oh, we're going to Hooters. Don't tell Tony's wife, but we're going to Hooters. No, your dad watches these. He's gonna snitch on you for saying that we're going to Hooters.
Which way did these go again? You know these inventions? This fuck doesn't have them though.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, it should be like that. No, maybe.
Oh, we need the red stuff. The red juicy juice.
Oh boy. I thought it was up here. Yeah, this is weird. Oh well. Usually we have those blocks that have that.
Are the lifter trays in the 4/8 back there still?
I think it was right here in there. I don't know. We'll be back. Wait, are you lubing them up?
Well, we don't know if those have formed rust or anything.
Yeah, that is true. All right, so these are just going straight down. Too easy install. Just wiggling them in there. There we go. Too easy, too easy, too easy. So Tony's going to keep plugging along on that. I'm going to get these bolts in, tightening these up. They go like this. We just had to double check on that first because we really haven't messed with a block that doesn't have those indentions that don't have them.
And I know, like, I question it big time when I did, like, the first motor that we did. These oiling holes on these lifters, it doesn't matter which way they go, apparently. But
They just need
like,
oil.
Yeah, I kind of mix them up, though. So I don't put them both going the same way, if that makes sense.
Well, it makes too much sense, man.
Facing that way.
And then I'm just going to have to re-verify on torque specs because, I mean, you can go off the top of your head, but should you? No. So we're going to keep plugging away on this and then come back to you guys. Kind of busy. I mean, we went to dinner and did some other things. But windage tray on, pickup tube. Tony's tightening that down right now. Oil pump is on. Really, how we're going to close up the rest of the night is just getting the oil pan on, front cover on, and then we should be good, right? Yeah. Just getting this whole short block finished up for tonight, and then go ahead, move on to the heads, finish the heads and valve train, because we already showed you the nice 660 springs, Bluegrass Performance, great valve spring tool. Honestly, the best valve spring tool used, right? Especially for duals. We've never installed dual valve springs before, but I mean, literally the tool that we have wouldn't have worked for those. So yeah, this is coming along together nicely. Gonna get this finished up tonight. The oil pan has some nice stainless steel hardware too. But other than that, peace. See you tomorrow. All right, so oil pan's on, front cover's on, and apparently we're not sleeping tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and get this one head on that we have done. Well, the valve spring's done on. And at least get this side on. That way we have a little bit less work tomorrow. And I mean, we're able to actually enjoy a Sunday, because who knows how to enjoy a Sunday, man? Not us. Dude, definitely not us. So we're gonna get crack-a-lacking. All right, guys. I think the last thing you saw was the cam going in, and then we kind of did a lot more, and it's been a while since then. Motor's put together roughly. Jason's coming to pick it up. His buddy's putting it in there, and then we're gonna wire it all up for him. But Tony got a new vehicle, so we're cutting a muffler off because it has two. It doesn't need two mufflers. Yeah, we're gonna go from
generic muffler delete.
We're going from that big one to a little one. Yeah. So it's a lot better. But other than that, guys, sorry if I didn't show you as much as we needed to. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe. Please hit that like button. If you want to see something that we haven't shown on the channel, just throw it down in the comments. We actually read those, and we actually respond to quite a few of them. So hit us up down there. Other than that, thanks for watching. See y'all next week. Flip side. Did you say see y'all on the flip side? All right, guys, we're out of here. 2000.